It feels like I shouldn't post something without addressing what's going on. Because right now America is experiencing a revolution. There are people in this country that have been suffering for far too long, and they're fighting so hard for just even an inch of progress. They're hurting, they're tired, and they need all the help they can get. They deserve all the help they can get. But I'm making this video to address the people that are suffering from mental illness, depression and anxiety specifically, and offer some comfort and offer some advice on coping, because I myself have had to learn some hard lessons on how to cope with my mental illness during this time and during other times in the past as well. When you have depression, you're prone to feeling very intense hopelessness, guilt, self-loathing. When you have anxiety, when negative things happen around you, your body overreacts. It kicks on your fight or flight. Any negative thing that happens to you, your body wants to react to it as if you're being attacked by a bear. Right now we're being bombarded with so many emotions, so many intense messages. We are seeing the messages of people who are hurting, the people who are suffering. There are people telling us to do something. They're telling us that we're not doing enough. They're telling us to speak out, but don't do it in a performative way. Sometimes you think you're doing something that's good, and then people tell you it's wrong, and then other people tell you it's right. There are people who are analyzing this issue so coldly, and they're saying that it could never be solved, that it's too big. There are people who think that this is going to end in anarchy and just complete destruction. There are people that think this will blow over tomorrow and that we're wasting our time. All these messages can trigger the negative side effects of depression and anxiety, and it can be extremely overwhelming, especially if you're suffering from mental illness. When you're overwhelmed with mental illness, it's usually crippling. When people suffering from mental illness are overwhelmed, they can't do anything but brood and despair and worry, and we spiral, and we don't have any energy to do anything else. The only energy we have is to try to cope with our symptoms, so we can't take any action. So we don't take any action. We can't even control our own emotions. We could lash out at people because we're so emotionally exhausted. We could hurt the people we love. It can even get so extreme that we lose the ability to remember things that happened the day before, because we spend so much energy focusing on our sadness or our worry that our brain doesn't have the extra power to process and retain memories. Because of this, I beg you, if you're overwhelmed by what's going on and it's crippling you, if it's preventing you from getting out of bed, if it's giving you panic attacks, if it's making you feel so overwhelmed and miserable, please just take a break. Take a break from social media. Do something you enjoy. Binge watch a TV show. I personally turn on The Great British Bake Off when I'm feeling very overwhelmed. And don't feel guilty for taking that break, because you deserve kindness and you deserve to care for yourself. You need to recharge, because when you can't even get out of bed because of how overwhelmed you are by everything, you're not helping anyone, especially not yourself. You can't help anyone until you help yourself. How are you supposed to treat other people with kindness and care when you can't treat yourself with that same kindness and care? It'll be much easier to stitch up someone's wound if you're not bleeding out in front of them. And while you're taking that break, think about the things that are in front of you. Zoom in for a second, because you've probably been zoomed out on the big picture for so long. Focus on what's in front of you. What you can do as just one individual human. You can share information online. You can sign petitions, you can donate, you can comfort another friend who's suffering, you can go to a protest. There's plenty of things that you can do as one individual human. And when you do those things, feel achievement. Don't feel guilt that you're not doing enough, because at least you're doing something, and that's worth something. You're worth something. And if no one else has told you yet, I think you're doing great. Even if your biggest achievement today was getting out of bed and brushing your teeth, I think you're doing amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to address this and talk about this because I don't see a lot about how to cope with social injustice when you also are coping with mental health issues. Every time I research it online, it talks about how my mental health is a social injustice, but no, I want to look up how to cope with social injustice with mental health issues. And yeah, so I'm going to try to contribute to information on how to cope with mental health when you're also trying to assist with movements like the one happening now. So yeah, I hope this helps like even a little bit. And I just want to let y'all know that y'all are worthy of love and peace and kindness and safety and justice, especially from yourself. Thank you for watching. I put some links in the description below if you want any resources on where you can donate, petitions you can sign, resources where if you want to educate yourself. Yeah, pretty much a bunch of stuff that will assist you in helping with this movement. And even if all you can do is just click on the link and read one of the articles or just sign one petition, I'm very proud of you for doing that, and you're doing great, and I love you. Thank you. I'm filming all this today in the McDonald's parking lot because I need privacy, and it's raining, so you might hear rain. So that's cool. I'm gonna get some McDonald's now because I'm hungry and I want fries. If you're hungry and you want fries, you should go get yourself some because you deserve fries. You're awesome. You're great. Uplifting words. Awesome. Okay. Bye for real now.